Hi Rockstars, I'm Allie, your RockStarBarGirl, and this week's video is another bartender chat. I'm so excited about this one. It's another viewer requested video. It is all about hair and makeup, and it was requested by Jade. So hi Jade, thank you so much for your question. Everyone, I want you to meet my lovely friend Sasha. Yay! So when Jade asked me this question, the first person I thought of was my homegirl Sasha. As you can see, she's gorgeous. She does her makeup and hair beautifully behind the bar all the time, and she's given me tons and tons of tips, including doing my makeup today, guys. So she's a whiz at this. So I was like, alright, if my lady viewers out there want to know how to do their hair and makeup behind the bar, then she'd be the perfect person. So I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, can I just say I was promised wine, so that's mostly why I'm here. But I'm super excited to be here. I'm so proud of Allie. She is the one that got me to where I am today. I've been bartending for just about 6 years, and Allie was that bartender that taught me everything and anything I need to know. And to this day, I still ask her questions. We all call her an encyclopedia. So I'm very glad to actually be able to help her out with some of the things I know and some of the tips that I can share from being behind the bar.
And you're working in New York City? What neighborhood are you working in?
I'm in Manhattan, so I'm Midtown East on the Murray Hill side at a sports bar, so it gets kind of crazy, so it's very important.
Super high volume, right?
To keep it together and look together all the time.
At night, especially if you're working like 3-4 nights out of the week, you want to approach your makeup and hair game in a totally different way, so we're going to teach you all about that today.
Yay!
So probably the most important thing when it comes to taking care of yourself behind the bar, I think, is actually taking care of yourself. So that's skincare. I've gotten really big into skincare in the last year or so. I think once you start playing around with makeup, you very quickly realize how important it is to take off that makeup properly and care for your skin when you don't have makeup on. Because wearing makeup 3-4 nights a week
wreaks havoc on your skin.
Fuck you up. You will have pimples in places, like it will just, they will have personalities and names. do you watch adult cartoons? Do you watch Family Guy?
Yeah, when Chris is, yeah.
Okay, so that will happen to you guys. You will have a living pimple that will tell you to do bad things. Don't let that happen. So let's stay smooth and pimple free. So skincare is important. I think the biggest tip for skincare, which is the one thing I fuck up on, and we were talking about this earlier, is water. I don't drink enough of it, and I should, and especially if you're a bartender who drinks behind the bar, for every bit of alcohol you have, you need to replenish your body with that water, and if you don't do that, you're gonna see it on your skin, I think, especially in the winter.
I'm actually really good about drinking water behind the bar just because, you know, it's good for you. But no, try to make it, it should be like a habit. Like you get in, have 2 glasses of water, maybe have 2 glasses before you go home.
Yeah.
Especially if you're drinking, you want to stay hydrated or else you're going to get fucked up.
You might feel fine, but your skin is going to show it, like, for sure. Number 2, I think, is moisturizing. Make sure that you get a good moisturizer for your skin. So if you have oily skin, if you have combination skin like me, if you have really, really dry skin, you want to find a good moisturizer for your skin type and then commit to a moisturizing routine. So make sure you moisturize your face every time you wash your face, after every shower, and definitely before and after putting on makeup, and then after taking it off, you want to moisturize. I swear by coconut oil. This is like my thing now.
So yeah, so good.
So good. So, and I just live for the extra virgin coconut oil. I can never get like shit I'm trying to show people to focus in the video. I think it's there. Yeah.
It looks like it's almost floating.
Oh my god, magic. But it is magic. It's amazing. It's solid when it's room temperature, so don't be weirded out by that. You rub it in your hands and make it liquid, and you can moisturize your entire body, hair, face, and body with it. And I'm obsessed. A really good friend of ours put me onto it, and I've been hooked ever since. So moisturizing is really important. But whatever your skin type is, find a good moisturizer.
And then it's important, like you said, all over the body. Like there's nothing better than to come home after a long shift, not only take care of your face, but you have to make sure all the skin on your body is good to go. Because you're going to wake up the next day ready for your next shift and thankful that you took the extra 10 minutes to take care of yourself.
Do you do masks?
I do mask, yes. About once a week on my day off where I know I'm not doing anything else, because it's so important to detox your skin because you don't realize what you're putting your skin through. I'm a big fan of the Lush products. So Lush has really good masks, really good scrubs, just overall good for your skin. So that's what I do. I don't really moisturize. I have oily skin. So I kind of stay away from moisturizers.
I'm super dry. Like, catch me on a winter day, blow on me too hard, and like pieces of me just like float away.
That's what you said.
Lush is really good. It's fancy, but like not fancy.
It's like you buy it and you're like, I've earned this. This is great.
I'm also a big fan of masks. I follow these chicks online, Taz's Angels. Do you know about Taz's Angels?
You've mentioned them before.
And they do a mask Monday every week.
Oh, cute.
On their Snapchat. And so I've gotten into doing a mask Monday for myself as well. So I use another, this is like a Shea Moisture commercial, what this is turning into, but I use another Shea Moisture product. This is their African black soap clarifying mud mask.
I didn't know they did masks.
Yeah, I love it. It's like a blue gray.
Does it smell like the castor oil?
No, it smells like Play-Doh.
Oh my god, it smells like Play-Doh.
I love it. It smells like Play-Doh. It's like walking through your childhood when you put it on. This one also has tamarind extract and tea tree oil, and tea tree oil is really good for like flaky, itchy skin. Like I said, I have dry skin, so that's a problem. So this is nice. It leaves you moisturized afterwards. But whatever you decide to do, a weekly mask is a must for your skincare. Also up there in importance with hydrating, moisturizing, and water is the #1 thing that I don't do all the time. Wash your face before bed. I am the worst with this. I will admit right now, I've gone through like 85 pillowcases. I always fucking fall asleep with my makeup on. It's such a bad habit. Yes.
This is my secret.
Sasha's gonna fix this problem for me and for all of you out there who also can't seem to wash their fucking face at night.
As a New York City bartender, you know, you're lucky enough to sometimes get on at 2 or 3.
Oh, if I'm lucky.
If you're lucky. But if you're unlucky, you're working till at least 5 a.m. in which I'm in a taxi, and that's when I start taking my power nap. I take 5 seconds and I swear by these Neutrogena makeup wipes.
Hold them to the camera, make sure that people can see.
Neutrogena,
yes.
Yeah, I love these, and you can find them literally anywhere. They're like $8. They'll last you for a while. I usually get in a cab, I wipe all my makeup off, and you know, usually the battle is when you get home and you're like, to shower, not to shower, to bend over my sink and wash my face, or get in my comfy bed after 10 people ask to make it stronger. You want to get into bed. So I always use these to take off my makeup at the end of the night. No breakouts, it really takes out everything. You don't feel gross the next day. So that's it. Do you know what I also think is important on this topic?
No, I don't know. Tell us.
Oh, I'm gonna. Try and stop me, you can't. Is some of these points are also, they also apply to male bartenders. Like, you guys should also think about your skincare. Like, you know you're gonna have all the ladies check you out, especially if you have facial hair. Just like if you're working all day, all night, every week, it's also important to take care of your skin. So guys, don't forget about that either. That's super important.
So now that we've talked about how to care for your skin, then the all-important question is makeup behind the bar, because it's really important that you look good. People shop with their eyes, they eat with their eyes, they drink with their eyes, and they for damn sure tip with their eyes. So you want to look good behind the bar. So when you are going to work, I feel like if I'm going for like a lunch shift or something, I won't care as much.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you go kind of heavy at night?
I usually work nights, so I don't do a lot of the lunch shifts. The lunch shifts usually require me getting up early, so that's when I put on my BB cream, mascara, a little bit of lip balm, and that's it. However, at night, when I usually work, I usually have more time during the day to get myself ready. I don't like to go very heavy behind the bar because I do work 10, 11, 12 hours. But I think it also might depend on your skin tone, on your preference, on what makes you comfortable behind the bar. Because all it comes down to is, what do you feel comfortable? You don't want to keep checking your eyeliner, tugging at your eyelashes. So that's also a big thing. It's also experimenting on what you're comfortable with.
I'm glad that you said that, because some days I will, like if I want to do a red lip, like a red stain, like that's great, but understand that that look requires a little bit of maintenance. Every time I'm drinking, even with a stain, after a couple of hours, I'm gonna need to make sure that I check it up and I don't look crazy. So if you feel like you're gonna be slammed all night long, or you're not comfortable in a bar yet because you're new, then maybe skip any type of makeup stuff that will require checking up periodically during the day. And
that's very important, being behind the bar. And don't forget, whether you're wearing 5 tons of makeup or 1 ton, you probably still look really good to that guy that's by himself, that's drinking 10 Jameson neats. So don't.
Everybody wants a bartender. You're the dopest person in the room.
Seriously, that's
You're
true.
the coolest person in the room. Everybody wants to get to know you, so just be yourself. Don't stress it out so much, but definitely if you are someone who likes to wear makeup or wants to get made up, then a very important tip is to not do anything that you feel like you need to maintain all night long. Stick it on, go. That it's got to be like that.
But I personally, go for my BB cream. I use Bobbi Brown BB cream. And then I'll just do a bit of concealer because obviously I worked all night. I'm pretty tired. I might have been day drinking. Mascara, bit of blush, eyeliner, lip balm. I don't really do anything with my lips when I go to work. I always have my lip balm on me. There's nothing worse than being knee deep and just making a shit ton of drinks, and then you have dry ass lips, and every time you talk to a customer,
you can feel it. You're like concerned that you can't smile because like you might bleed to death.
But that's pretty much my makeup routine.
What is your favorite lip balm? Like what do you
actually use like this Blistex, not the pot.
No pots.
No.
Do not use pot. I learned this the hard way.
Don't put your fingers in.
You don't want to put your fingers on stuff and then put them on your lips and then try to get back to work and stuff. It's so gross. Anything in a tube is good. So I use rosebud salve. But if you had to bring 3 makeup products with you to work to make sure that you were like ready to go out after work, what would that be? So we're not bringing the whole bag, but I know that when I'm done with my shift, I want to be able to freshen up the face. What would you want to have?
Waterproof mascara, because I can use that my eyelashes and oftentimes brush out my eyebrows with it too. Probably my highlighter.
My posture looks terrible, sorry. Highlighter.
Oh, you can hear I'm like a hunchback. Man. Highlighter because personally highlighter because I have oily skin. So throughout the night, obviously, I'm going to be a disco ball. So at least at the end of the night, I can dab my skin, add some highlighter so I look dewy and not gross. And chapstick.
Good to go. Okay, I'm very similar.
Yeah.
My 3 products would be highlighter, absolutely. You got to refresh the highlight. Highlighter on your face with nothing else immediately changes the whole game. So highlight it up. You can never have too much. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you have too much highlighter on. It's not possible.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Like a diamond, bitch. So I have to have highlighter. I would say I would have to have a pair of falsies, because that kind of solves the problem of both if my mascara got worn off or if my eyeliner got worn off. Because I just throw some falsies on and it's like I did my eyes again. And then I'm the same with you, like a lipstick gloss, like my rosebud salve. Oh wait, so a couple of things that I want to show you guys that I use to do my makeup that I think is important real quick. So first of all, primer. Do you prime?
If I'm going heavy, like if I have a short shift or just I'm going out, yeah.
Okay, so This is a Core's pomegranate mattifying primer, which I really like because I have combination skin. So like my eyelids and this area gets really oily and then the rest of it gets really dry. And this is nice because it's moisturizing but it's mattifying at the same time. So it's perfect for combination skin. And it's pomegranate, it's nice. And it's got a little, it's like a BB cream. It has a little bit of color tint to it if you open it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a little tan color. It's not clear. So a primer is good. Primer not only closes up your pores and helps prevent your makeup and oil from getting into your pores, but it also creates a nice flat background for your makeup application. Nice. It's smooth, right?
So smooth.
Isn't that nice? So a primer is good. I like a color correcting concealer under my makeup for day 2, day 3, day 4 of a 3, 4. Like I don't necessarily need it on day 1, but by day 2, day 3, the bags under the eyes and like around this area that shows that you're really tired and dehydrated and hungover. Obviously you have to get the color for your skin tone. So I have brown skin, fairly dark brown skin, so this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, the orange concealer. Because sometimes, especially for us brown girls, like if I have a pimple, I don't want to use concealer, traditional concealer that's lighter than me, because it highlights the bump. So it makes it more prominent. Something that neutralizes the reddish tone of the pimple is better. So if you have blemishes or you have acne prone skin, you get a lot of pimples or anything like that, then don't just stick with the pancake concealing, get a color correcting concealer. So your tone would actually be green.
Like Monday.
Like Monday. You would want to use the green concealer. So if you have Sasha's complexion, you want to do the greens and the blues. And if you have my complexion, then you want to do the oranges and the pinks. It basically takes the red tone of the pimple or whatever, or the dark area, and blends it out. I like to use Bare Minerals, a powder foundation. I find mineral powder foundation to be really, really light. So it doesn't get as cakey as like liquid foundation does sometimes, but that's me. And then I bake with Sasha. Look at this.
It's meant to be.
This is the Sasha Buttercup setting powder. Setting powder will help your highlighted areas stand out and be nice and matte and like fresh, but it will also help it last. So setting powder is important. And then I didn't bring it with me, it's in my bag, but a setting spray. Do you use setting spray?
I do. I use a primer spray and a setting spray, so I don't use primer lotion.
Okay, so you use a spray version.
Skindinavia is...
Okay, so I use Urban Decay, but so she recommends Skindinavia, and obviously Urban Decay uses them. Do you want some more?
What a friend.
Oh, sharing is caring. Alright, okay, so another thing that Jade asked about was not just makeup but also hair. Electric room? Tonight? Get
What's
the table?
show are you again? Duh.
8.
I might squeeze into something. Are we recording now?
I have some bigger shoes. Like some shoes that are too big for me. That I wear with like extra socks that might fit.
Yeah.
Are we getting a table though?
Duh. Have we met?
Hair. So let's talk about hair. Jade wants to know about hair behind the bar. So I wash my own hair about like once a week. And then I cornrow that bitch up and get a weave or put on one of my lace frontals, baby. Because doing your own hair for work can be tiring. Especially when you're on, like I said, those 3-4 shifts. Like when I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, by Sunday, are you kidding? Like, I can't do anything.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
So the beauty of a weave or a wig is that basically your hairstyle is already done for you.
So I wear hair extensions because...
Do you prefer clips or do you prefer to weave it in?
I have a love-hate with all types of methods of hair extensions. However, I usually go with like the longer hair, which I love for my everyday life. Behind the bar, it can get kind of annoying. I will notice at the end of my shift, my ends will be gross and dry and crispy because
they drag
and everything. That's why I always keep a hair tie with me at all times.
Always.
I've been in that situation.
I'll bartend ass naked, but I gotta have these. it's kind of back and forth, and I actually never really knew the answer to this. Some bars claim that it's a requirement for anybody who serves food, including bartenders and servers, to pull their hair off their shoulders. I don't know how true that is though, because I would say 90% of all bartenders have their hair out. But everybody knows that when they show up, put your hair back.
Yeah. And also if you're just starting off at a new bar and you're training, I think the best bet to be just like make your hair really easy. Don't have it all in the way. Especially if you're training, you want to be able to focus on just getting the job done. Yeah. You too guys, the man buns, keep them in check.
Yeah. Alright, so I think that's just about everything that we have in terms of skincare, makeup tips, and hair tips for you guys. So I think the most important thing is to be yourself and don't do anything that's going to get in the way of you doing a good job as a bartender, because that's more important than what makeup you're wearing or what your hair looks like. So focus on that stuff. Obviously, if you liked this video and you found it useful, then go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions for me or questions for Sasha, because she will be checking out the video, then leave a comment down below. Definitely immediately go to Instagram and follow her online so you can see all of her makeup looks and check her getting ready for her shifts behind the bar. You're gonna follow her online at Sasha Francesca. And of course, you want to make sure you follow me, the Rockstar Bar Girl, at RockStar_BarGirl, and subscribe. So I will check you in the next video. Bye, Rockstars.
Bye.